Welcome back, and there it is. It's an image that has resonated around the world. A Black Lives Matter supporter in London stepping in to carry a suspected far-right protester to safety just after the protest there turned violent. NBC News correspondent Helena Humphrey sought out the story of these two men and has our report from London tonight.
Two men on two sides of a bitter divide. Patrick Hutchinson, a Black Lives Matter activist, emerging from one of Britain's most violent protests in the wake of George Floyd's killing. Hoisting over his shoulder an injured man from the other side of the protest, suspected of belonging to the far right. The moment captured in an instantly iconic image, the motive, stopping the violence.
In essence, we protected him, but ultimately I was protecting our young black children from being incarcerated for murder or whatever crime would have been committed.
Hutchinson, along with his friends Pierre, Jermaine, Chris and Lee, call themselves a band of brothers, fighting a peaceful war against racism that pervades the UK, as it does the US, and coming together today to relive that moment.
I just felt like if I don't go there and try and do something, it's just going to look bad if anything goes wrong.
Looking beyond Britain, they have a blunt message for America.
It starts with your leader, America's leader. People need to address him. But it seems that you Americans are too scared to speak up to a man like Donald Trump and his behavior and his mindset.
It's way too easy for a police officer to shoot a black man, an unarmed black man in America, just because they fear us, you know? I don't know why, but they just seem to fear us, and it's got to stop.
Remarkably, Patrick and his friends shrug off the label heroes, saying they were just doing the right thing. But the fact of the matter is, they stepped up, they intervened, and they're calling on others to do the same in the fight against systemic racism.
Unity, you know, we've all got to stand together, you know, to fight oppression and equality. It's not black versus white, it's everybody versus the racists.
A moment now seen around the world as these men crossed battle lines and racial lines to save a life and do the right thing. Helena Humphrey, NBC News, London.
And coming up for us, after all we've been through together,